And the next part is about the meshing in the ICEMCFD. And also I'm going to upload a brand new course on the 3D Hexa meshing in the ICEMCFD. And this course has 6 parts, but right now I'm working on the part number 1. And the workshop number 14 is about the same case, which is a triple wedge. So I just put the name here, double wedge. And also many more cases in the 3D version. And there are the many cases like a fuel rod, like axial turbine, housing axis wind turbine, nozzles, many things are there. So anyhow, so we start with the meshing in the ICEMCFD. And the benefit of Hexa meshing is that you can control the meshing precisely at the region where the flow is important. For example, the shock waves in this region. And if you saw the viscous flow, in that case you have to take care for the boundary layer. Although I have the very fine mesh in the boundary layer, but you can control it very easily as per your requirements. And the blocking strategy is very simple in this case. On the geometry of wedge, which has the triangular shape at the inlet section or the upstream flow, this is a very problematic area. So for that case, we are going to mesh this part as a Y mesh or the Y grid, or sometimes we call this one as a quarter O grid. So you can see that we have the Y symbol here. If I take a look from here, so you can see this is a Y symbol here, and this type of blocking is known as the Y grid. So for that, I will start from the scratch, and I will cover all the steps in this tutorial, but for the more basics and the more advanced discussions about the ICEMCFD, please go to my courses on the ICEMCFD in the Udemy. First step of blocking or Hexa meshing is to create the block, and we put the name as a fluid and apply. Replace the old blocking because I have already one blocking. And also I will save this blocking in some other folders because I don't want to overwrite my existing files, which are very in good condition. So I don't want to replace them from here. So I will just put them here and save it. And I will display the curves and the points as well. And the first thing is that I will have to associate my vertices to the points. These are the vertices in the black color, these corners. So on the blocking, we call these points as the vertices. In geometry, we call them points. And in the blocking, we call these as the edges, these lines. And in geometry, we call them the curves. So we have to associate the vertices to the points and the edges to the curves. And either you can go for the manually doing it, or you can directly go to the association, and this is the option to auto associate. This will try to associate as much as it can. And now you can observe that the color of edges, now they are green, and this shows that they are associated to the underlying curves. The only thing is that the vertices, they are also green color, and they should turn to the red color, which is indication that they are associated to the points. So here I will associate them manually, these all 8 vertices, one by one, and the order is not important. And if something goes wrong, you can undo from here and again start over from the remaining ones. And just make sure that every vertex should get the red color. And this indication that they are now associated to the respective points like this. So all the vertices, they have the red color. And after that, I will make the splits for the wedge. So I will make the 4 splits first, 2 on the up and down side and 2 on the sides. So 1 on the upstream side, and I will choose a method as prescribed point. So I will choose a point here. And similarly, I will split these edges by this point, and also I will make splits here on these edges now, and again I will keep the method as a prescribed point and choose this point, and then again on this side. And keep in mind that this is the inlet part, which is over here. This is inlet. So flow is coming from left side to the right side. And since we have the sharp corner here, so we have to collapse this block, or we have to merge these vertices to make the one line here, and that can correlate to this sharp corner here. So I will go to the merge vertices, and third option is a collapse block. So this will do it in a one go. So let's say I choose the relevant edge which is on the sharp corner of this wedge, like this, and this block. Now the block is vanished and it converted into the single line. And again I will go and I will split the block at these steps one by one, and second one over here. And also I will split for the thickness of this geometry. So one is split on the top side from this point, and second on the bottom side from this point. So I have all the splits here required for this geometry. And now I need to work on the intersection of the domain, which is the wedge. So I will right click on the blocking and I will choose the index control. This will help me to just display the blocking in the region I want to work. So I can select the corners in this way. So only blocking is displayed is on the wedge. So here I will hide the surfaces, also cancel the index control or turn it off. And now I will associate these things, these edges to the curves and the vertices to the points in this way. So again do it in this way. And I will associate them one by one. And now I will associate the edges to the curves one by one. On the each sharp corner sharp turning, you should do it one by one, and you should not continue with all the edges on all the curves at a one time. You should do it one by one. So whenever we have some sharp turnings, the association of edges and the curve should be done separately. So do it for all the things here. And for this edge we have the two curves, so select them at once again. And also for these three vertical lines. And after that you should see the green color on the edges. So we have the green color for the edges, we have the red color for the vertices also on the wedge. And now either you can delete this block from your blocking, and this will create the mesh on the wedge. And second thing is that you can change the material to some other name, let's say to the solid. Default we have the fluid name for the whole domain. So I can create a new name for the part. Let's say right click here and create part, and from here put the name as a solid, and now put this whole blocking inside the wedge to the new name, and then just hide it from the screen. And after that right now you can roughly put some nodes, number of nodes on these edges, let's say 10. Also 10 here. You can also copy the parameters to all parallel edges here. In this way, this will copy all things to all parallel edges in the model. And let's say here we put the 20. And now you can display the mesh. And we can see we have some problem here. So I will again go inspect the session. So right click on the edges from the blocking and then click on the show association. So you can see that we have some wrong association here, so I will correct them again. So I will again go back and I will reassociate them one by one in this way. So this will correct the problem. And also here. And this should solve the problem. Again, display the pre-mesh here. And now we have the mesh just on the wedge.